the top three on both just now. But as I said before, look out for some outstanding performances from schools that may not be contending for championships, but rather looking to perform well for the individual schools.
Indeed. I wanted to zero in on something that you said because I agree on one side of it and not necessarily agree on the other side. So on the girls' side of things, I think it's going to be not very close. I think Edwin Allen, once everything remains equal and they don't have the kind of mishaps that they have had in the past, that Edwin Allen should take the crown relatively easily. I don't see Heidel, who I figured or who I see finishing second. I don't see them really being um, being close. I'll add to Edwin Allen. I think Edwin Allen, everything equal, they're going to win relatively easy. That's on the girls' side, but on the boys' side, um, I know again, people are saying that Calabar they don't have it, they cannot win. Best I can hope for is second, and I tend to agree with that to a point. But I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people believe. What say you, O'Shea? I think Calabar. Let me put it out there. I think Calabar is going to surprise a lot of folks, and I think they're going to finish second. What say you?
Calabar has been to me laying low in some regards this season, and I think with their new head coach, I think it's his second season with them, because Corey Bennett. I
Hmm.
think he has something up his sleeve as to whether or not that magic will be able to topple KC. I still believe that the North Street guys have more in terms of an all-round team in all areas that Calabar will
Hmm.
need to come strong in order to get by them. And let's not forget that there's Jamaica College who are strong in certain events, and they're gonna be strong rivals to Calabar in certain areas, especially the
Hmm.
distance events. So they might find that is where some of the points that they might need to get the better of KC might go. And we have St. Jago also looking to
Hmm.
approach in that top three. So yes, I'm not writing it off as regards to Calabar and their chances, but I just believe that this year they might show up better than they did last year. But KC might just have enough to bring it home.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with that at all. I'm not disagreeing with that any at all. If and I've said this, if you're going to pick a winner, right now you've got to pick Kingston College. They're a bigger, better team. That is a fact. But my bone of contention is how close will it be? I don't think it's going to be a runaway victory. I think people are going to have to put points on the board um,
And
to win.
and certainly not, because again, the room for errors now is gonna be very small for all the male teams in terms of um unlike on the girls side, because I think everyone might be able to gamble with making some errors and still come out
Mhm.
on top. But I don't foresee that's gonna be the case on the boys side. So it all stands true to form. But again, we know that things do happen at championships. So I'm agreeing with you that it is gonna be a close contest,
Mhm.
but I'm still edging it for
Kingston
the
College.
defending champion.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. That's my assessment as well. We have about a minute left in the program, so I'm just going to. We have a couple of guests online, Davin and Earl Simmons. So I'm just going to ask them real quickly. You guys have 30 seconds each. You watch champs? You're going to be at champs any at all?
Yeah, we every year we try to absorb the championships, try to compare it to the people of us back home
Mm-hmm.
compared to the youth to see what coming up, especially because they're gonna these same guys are critical, so we always try to absorb the champs. Yes.
Okay, fantastic stuff from Earl Simmons, Davin Fleming, and my very special guest, Mr. O'Shea Hudson. I just want to say to you guys, thank you for being on what has been um, a shortened track scene. Would have loved to have had a 1 hour to go through all the connotations for champs and all the information, but we make do with what we have. Thank you guys
Yeah,
again for being
we
on.
always have next week.
We,
We can always be returning guests, you know. And
not,
we
not
have
a
Hadley
problem.
Daniel for next week.
Not
We
a
have Hadley
problem.
Daniel
Not a
for next week.
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you again.
All
And
right.
again, this is the end of the track scene. See you guys not next week, but the week after. Next week is the start of champs, so we'll be
Right.
there for champs. But and then the week after we'll have the track scene again. So see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for having us.
No problem.
You've just heard the scoreboard. Remember to tune in Mondays to Fridays at 5 p.m. for top class sports discussions.
The 2024 edition of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Camps promises to be just as hot as always. And of course, your number one sports station will be in the thick of things, bringing top class commentary and analysis that will keep you up to date and entertained for all 5 days. Coverage of Champs 2024 is sponsored by Grace Kennedy Remittance Services, Champs Fever, week of 48 season passes for Champs 2024, courtesy of Western Union. Distinction College. Distinction College is now registering students for May 2024. Massey Distribution Limited. Hurt less with Farmer Joint Flex. Hepburn Glass Limited. Quality service is our priority. Grace Foods. Taste that moves.